Hiya and welcome to the James Oliver Guitar Channel, and this is vinyl video number 63 of bands, artists, albums, etc. that I like and love and enjoy listening to and inspire me to play and write songs, etc. So this is record number 1 of the set. We got another 10 to show you today. This is a little Rycuda compilation. Why Don't You Try Me Tonight, the best of Rycuda, which features some classic Cuda cuts. How can the poor man stand such time and live? Available space, money, honey, Tadler, He'll Have to Go, smack dab in the middle, dark end of the street, down in Hollywood, Little Sister, of course, the Elvis Presley track, Crazy About an Automobile, the Wilson Pickett, my favourite Wilson Pickett song, 6345789. He does on this. One of my all-time favourites ever, Rycuda. The concert in London I seen in 2018 was probably the best gig I've ever been to. Absolutely blew me away. So there we are, that's the first one. Up next, we've got a rock and roll guitars compilation called Rock and Roll Guitars, which features the Spotnicks, the Tornadoes, Johnny and the Hurricanes, Jet Harris, etc. The Spotnicks, of course, feature ace guitar player Bo Winberg, who's definitely worth checking out. You got Orange Blossom Special on you, Red Rocket by the Tornadoes, Johnny and the Other Kings doing Red River Rock, which is a fantastic London cut which they did. The Spotnicks theme. Jet Harris is on this, of course, the original bass player in The Shadows. Giant Walk by Ronnie and the Jerry Cans. I'm not too familiar with them, but I've played the record and it sounds great. Ronnie and the Jerry Cans also do a version of Apache. So if you're into instrumental guitar stuff, which I am, this is definitely worth checking out. It's on the, I don't know what label it's on, I'm going to check now. It's on the Surprise label. I haven't got nothing else on that label in my collection, I don't think. If you know anything about that label, put a comment below. Up next, this is Hank Nielsen. I can't pronounce what that says because it's in Swedish or something. But he's a great sort of Hank Marvin style instrumental guitar player, obviously inspired by Hank and Bo Winberg, etc. There's the Burns guitar on the back. He does Apache on this, The Rise and Fall of Fingerband, Sleepwalk, Foot Tapper, Tom Kiki, Shazam, all classic Shadow stuff. Really cool guitar instrumental stuff. He does the Shad Boogie, which is another great one. I've shown his stuff before. If you're into your instrumentals, check him out. I really am into my instrumentals, as you all know, so I like to listen to a lot of this instrumental stuff. Another instrumental guitar album. This is Burt Whedon's Golden Guitar Greats. Burt Whedon is a wonderful guitar player. Playing the day started loads of people off. He does Walk Don't Run on this, FBI, Shazam, Man of Mystery, Albatross, Apache, Sleepwalk, Guitar Boogie Shuffle, Wipeout. All the ones I love to play myself and do live on my gigs, and just fabulous, absolutely fabulous. Burt Whedon. This is on the Warwick label, and it was originally £2.49 in Woolworths. So there we are, Burt Whedon. Bit of jump blues for you now. This is Tiny Grimes and the Rockin' Islanders. Was Rock the House. The wonderful Tiny Grimes. I got into Tiny through listening to Junior Watson interviews, talking about people like Tiny Grimes and Pee Wee Creighton, and this is just a fantastic album. Hot in Harlem, Flying High, Midnight Special, Rock the House is the best one on ya. Jumping at Gleason, My Baby's Cool. Tiny Grimes, of course, plays the Gibson tenor guitar, as you can see, but the sound is just absolutely out of this world. So check out Tiny Grimes if you're into that jump blues stuff. Here's Little Richard. Favourite album of mine by the one and only Little Richard. Tutti Frutti, True Fine Mama, Ready Teddy, Slippin' and Sliding, Long Tall Sally, Rip It Up, Jenny, Jenny, Jenny. She's Got It, just fantastic. I believe this is his first album and it's just faultless. On the Purple London label as well. Showing lots of stuff on that, Carl Perkins, etc. Bit of cool blues for you now. This is Sunhouse on the Liberty label with John the Revelator, Eddie James House. There's some cool talking on this. He does Leave Camp Moan, Death Letter Blues, John the Revelator grinning in your face. And it's got monologues on it of him talking as well. This was recorded on Sunhouse's final tour of Europe by the National Blues Foundation. And Sunhouse and Dick Waterman, of course, Dick Waterman is the great blues historian, record collector. Dedicate this to another great guitar player, record collector Alan Wilson from Canned Heat. And it was recorded at the 100 Club on the 30th of June and the 14th of July 1970. It's quite really cool to see. I'm looking forward to playing there myself at the headline gig in December. So that's there's Sunhouse there. And I quite like seeing Sunhouse with his resonator, and you can just see the Marshall cabs in the background. And I think that's super cool. Steve Gibbons Band live, Caught in the Act. Steve Gibbons, of course, from Birmingham. Still going strong, still rocking today. Some great stuff on this. I love his version of Tulane. He does Get It. The Beatles' Day Tripper. Speed Kills was one of his own songs. Give His Life to Rock and Roll. Just good old time rock and rolling, Chuck Berry-esque R&B from the Steve Gibbons Band. I love his version of Tulane. It's fantastic. There's that tribute to the King DVD. The Scotty Moore does it, Albert Lee's on it, Mark Knopfler, Eric Clapton, etc. Steve Gibbons is on there singing, and he sings fantastic, really fantastic. And he's still gigging today, because I've seen on Facebook that he done a gig in Orkney on Sunday night. So there we are. And this is being filmed today, Tuesday, 21st or 20th of September. And he was doing the gig the other night. He's in his 80s. So there we are, Steve Gibbons. And I thought I'd show another Little Richard. Little Richard is back. I don't know where he went, but he's back. So this has got some good stuff on the Jerry Lee's Whole Lot of Shaking Going On, Money Honey, Hound Dog. A really sort of funky version of Goodnight Irene. Really cool. Short Fat Fanny, of course. Blue Reel. Fats Domino track. Groovy Little Susie, Lordy Lordy Miss Claudie. It's on the Joy label. Got lots of cool stuff on the Joy label, John Lee Hooker, etc. Really good stuff. And last but not least, this is new out. This is fantastic. This is the Jimmy Vaughan story on the Last Music label. It's got some amazing stuff in it. Unheard recordings, his CDs, his vinyl, his 7-inch singles. There's a book in here. I mean, some other special guests: Albert Collins, Bo Diddley, B.B. King, Buddy Guy, Delbert McClinton, Dr. John, James Cotton, The Fabulous Thunderbirds, Steve Ray Vaughan, Lazy Lester, John Lee Hooker. Unbelievable. Last Music, I've really played a blinder putting this out. It's just one of the best things. And there's a 12-inch in here of Do You Get the Blues, the album After Strange Pleasure. There's a 7-inch single of Roll, Roll, Roll on here as well. There's a full-size replica of the front of the box, autographed by Jimmy. I'll just show you the inside of it. It really is a thing of beauty, and I don't normally do this when I do this vinyl video, but this is so nice. It has to be shown. There's the autographed Jimmy Vaughan. This is the special edition Hot Rodder's Journal, showing his amazing car collection. Fabulous. Then here's the Do You Get the Blues album, which have never been on vinyl before. And then you've got the 7-inch singles as well. Plus, as well, you've got the CDs. And this is my friend Paul Riley's amp, believe it or not, the Tweed amp. When you open the box, the grill is off and the back is off, which I think is just really neat. And it's just an absolute amazing set. Definitely worth purchasing. I mean, I'm not trying to sell it to you or anything like that, but it's just definitely worth being shown on the Vinyl Albums We Love series. 110%. So thank you for watching. I'll see you all again next week for episode 64. Cheers.